Hey everyone, we're continuing from part one for the Marvel Rivals tier list for the duelist. Like I said, there's going to be a lot, so I don't know how many parts though. Gotta stay hydrated for this. Alright, so next up, we're going to have the D rank heroes selected. So for the first one, I have Mr. Fantastic. And I know what you guys are going to say. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic's like, why isn't he up there with either the B or the A rank heroes? Reason why is this, okay? Because Mr. Fantastic, well, his main attack, pretty much, so long as you're landing those hits, you're building up that inflation status. So once you reach 100, he inflates and he goes like full ballistic and he gets some additional bonus health. But not only that, but he can also, well, turn invulnerability just for a moment just by stretching himself out and then reflects the attacks right back. But it's not just because of that, all right, but it's also because of the super ability. Reason why his super is was the reason that he placed it at D rank. It's because the move has to constantly hit. Basically, you'd have to like really make sure your enemies are close and bound because the more you hit, the more you bounce. And it's because of that that he's in the D rank. Because I've seen some players that use Mr. Fantastic. I've seen a couple of mess up a few times where they'll probably get two hits in and then that's it. Basically, that move can only keep going. Like I will admit, I've seen a couple of good players with Mr. Fantastic that are able to at least get 5 or 6 bounces in, and they wiped out the whole enemy team, or at least almost all of them. And then his teammates just literally finished him off. But it's not so. It's I think it's because of that he's in the D rank list. I mean, he could probably excel a little more if Invisible Woman is in the same team and with the rest of the members of Mr. Fantastic. So, rest of Fantastic Four equals one great team right there. So, but moving on. Next up on the D rank heroes, we have Black Widow. Okay, yes. And well, the reason why is like, yeah, she's mostly a long range attacker. She can switch to close range whenever she needs to, and she can sprint like really fast as well. And but when she teams up with the Phoenix as well, she can get some very powerful Phoenix bullets. Not only does it cause damage and burn effects to enemies, but it can also heal your opponents in that damage range. But there's a faulty loophole to that. You see, when I tested on the training bots, okay, they have to be like in your allies got to be like really in close range. If they're like, you gotta be like near them. Like if you're like straight on like fisticuffing each other, all right, and then she's giving you covering fire. So basically, once that fire Phoenix bullet hits, then it can heal your teammate. But if they're farther away, if they're not in that blast radius, you're not gonna be helping no one. So, but I know there are a couple of pro Black Widow players. I've seen them on YouTube, so I've seen them play. I've seen their gameplay. Like those guys are top notch. So there's probably just a couple of them, not a whole lot, but maybe a couple. But right now, Black Widow is definitely in the D rank hero list. So she mostly excels at staying long range. So if you just stay long range, then she's not going to get much further. All right. Next one we have is Moon Knight. Okay. Now, there is a lot of ifs and ands on like whether Moon Knight should be in the B rank or the A rank heroes, but the reason he's in the D rank, it's because of everything that he's doing. All right, because he can place onks, and then not only that, once you toss your crescent weapons right at the onk, you're pretty much just bouncing the weapons like straight back. You're not even aiming at your opponent, you're aiming at the onk, and then you just let it do the rest for you. It's the same thing with his big crescent moon slash, and you fire that at the onk, of course you're gonna get even better damage. So, and yeah, you can be able to glide and escape real quickly. And then your Hand of Khonshu ultimate move, yeah, quite an area cleaner. I'll admit that, but it's because of the onks and the crescent moon slash, that constant bouncing. You place that like anything, you're pretty much like able to chain like quite a few commands. Well, not commands, but quite a few hits, maybe some kills too. Because then it's gonna take a while for your opponent to realize where's the Ankh. Take that Ankh down. But it's because of that. That constant bouncing back, and it's all like, I don't have to aim at you. I can aim my Ankh, and then my Ankh does it for you. So basically, that's the reason why Moon Knight is in the D rank hero list. I'm sorry, guys. I know there's probably some pro Moon Knight players that are going to be saying a lot of this, but you know what? Like I said, this is just me. And I'm just saying what I'm trained. Because, like I said, in order to make sure that I get a proper effective on how each of these heroes do and what places they're in, I had to play them all in the testing training grounds and test them myself. So you can't judge me because I played every single one of these heroes in a training simulation and played each one of them in a quick play match just to see how they work out. So I'm sorry, but Moon Knight, you're in the D rank list. Sorry. And then for the final hero, even though he is one of my favorites in the Marvel Universe, I have to put Hawkeye in there. I'm sorry, guys. And there's probably like quite a couple of pro Hawkeye players. But the reason why is because he's basically like Black Widow. I mean, basically long range. I mean, if you extend the bow all the way back, he'll be able to like hit a perfect bullseye. He'd be able to kill someone in less than one hit if you get a good headshot on him, of course. Critical hit, headshot, boom, automatically dead. Alright. Then you got his explosive arrows. It can do 3 damage. The way I tested it, looks like you'd have to launch those arrows just like 3 times just to kill your opponent. But it will also do a little bit of damage to any other one that's in close proximity. So, and of course, he has his katanas to help him out, just in case of a close range situation. I do find that he works a little better that if he's paired up with Cloak and Dagger, because then he has his blades can at least do some healing property whenever he's close to another teammate and all that. So, and his ability, his ultimate, it's I think also another reason that he's probably in the D rank heroes list. I'm sorry, guys, but his ultimate where you guys are moving, and of course, it leaves that after Mirage effect. He shoots that after Mirage, pretty much drops you dead. He won't even have to aim at you. Aims for that after Mirage. If he aims a clean full power arrow at that after Mirage, especially in the head, you're dead. Like seriously, you are full on dead. So, but these are the heroes that are in the D rank on my Marvel Rivals tier list. So, sorry guys, but these are just my honest opinions. And like I said, I played every single one of them just to make sure that I can do judgment correctly. So, but with that, that is the D rank tier list for Marvel Rivals. And looks like we're going to be continuing on to part 3. Stay tuned.